Visit your neighbors, honey, and stick around for a while. Stick around for a while.
Hello, I'm Holly Deachman, and we are in the lower level of the Depot Museum today with Doug Drexler. Hi, Doug.
Good afternoon.
We are here to talk about the time capsule and the project that you have been spending a lot of time on. Tell us a little bit about yourself and the project you're working on.
Thanks, Holly. As you mentioned, my name is Doug Drexler. I'm an assistant director for the Batavia Public School District. And one of the things that we discovered in the summer of 2009, as we were getting ready for some remodeling at the high school, in our vault there were a number of artifacts from our past as a school district. And the deeper we dug in the vault, the more interesting things we found. And really felt a responsibility to share these with the community at large, not only as a resource for our students and our parents, but everyone in the community can benefit from gaining an understanding of our heritage and our past.
So I see you have here a few examples of the things that you found. This was all within the high school, and is the topic and the things that you're finding pretty much relate to activities within the high school, or is it a broader range than that?
You know, that's a good question. Originally, it was primarily photographs and documents from the high school. And as we dug a little deeper, we found things from the school district that were very interesting. And as we started to post these on our website, a number of people contacted me with other resources, and including the Historical Society and the Batavia Public Library. So there's a number of resources and things we've posted on the website from those sources that represent different elementary schools, our middle school, the high school, as well as documents and photographs from the district.
So you mentioned your website. So if people wanted to see some of these artifacts and hear a little bit more about the story, would they go to the school district's website?
They would. They would visit www.bps101.net/community/history. And if people do that, they'll get a list of all the different documents and photographs that are currently posted. They can click on those and take a look. And we're always adding more documents and photographs to take a look at as well.
And now the hard copies of this stuff, or the actual physical things that you were finding within the vault, where are those being kept?
Well, I have a number of them right now on loan from different private individuals in Batavia, the Batavia Public Library, as well as the Historical Society here. Most of those will end up either back at the Batavia Public Library or the Historical Society, because those are the places where the most number of people can benefit from them and access them and use them in research if they are pursuing that.
Could you give us a little bit more detail about some examples of the things that you found?
Sure. You know, one of the things that we found were some photos of very early 20th century basketball teams, and you know how big basketball is in Batavia. So we found, for example, this photo from 1907, one of the original boys basketball teams from this community, but also a picture of a girls basketball team from 1907. And girls teams were not that common at that time, so Batavia was really quite progressive. And one of the things you'll notice about this photograph is it's not in very good condition. And that was the case, unfortunately, with many of the things that we've come across. But some of the graphics students at Batavia High School have really worked very diligently to restore a lot of these. And a student by the name of Andrew Hansen took this photograph and digitally restored it. And the restored version is on our website. And he just did a magnificent job of piecing that together into its original condition. And it's fantastic.
Besides these pictures here, I see you have a bulletin.
Yeah, one of the things, again, this is from the early 20th century. It's called the Batavia School and Home Bulletin. And this is kind of a predecessor to the Neighbors magazine type format. This is a publication that would be mailed to every household in Batavia. And it's got different reports about the school district, examples of student work, and a lot of advertisements from Batavia businesses from 1912. So this entire document, we scanned it and put it up on the website, and very interesting information in there.
What were some of the biggest surprises, just knowing as much as you do about the school district? What were some of the historical documents or facts that you uncovered that were the most surprising to you?
Well, one of the things that a lot of people may not be aware of is Batavia used to be two separate districts. There was an East Batavia School District on the east side of the river and a West Batavia School District on the west side of the river. And the districts combined in 1911 into one school district, 101, which is obviously what we are today. So there's a lot of documents about the formation of our current district and how the programs merged and how the athletic teams merged, and just a fascinating history, which is very timely because that was in 1911. We're approaching 2011, the centennial of our school district. So this is an exciting time to be looking at these documents and to be getting them out to the community and really starting to plan for next year when we're going to be having some celebrations and recognitions of our 100 years of history.
Now, I imagine with some of the information that you've been putting out there, you're getting some great stories from people that either are still living, that were part of the school districts back then, or have heard stories about it. Can you share with us a couple things that you've heard from residents?
Well, one of the things that we showcased back in September, we had found two sets of reel-to-reel film from the original high school. One of the films was from 1929, and the other one was from 1955. And we were able to showcase those and screen those at the Batavia Public Library to very enthusiastic audiences. And a lot of the resources now that we're starting to post on the website in the time capsule portion came from the audience members of those screenings. So there's a lot of information out there, a lot of resources available, and we're always looking for new things to post that we think the community would benefit from seeing.
Excellent. Now, is there more to come? Are there still students that are working on digitizing photos or things that are, you said they're going to be posting new things as they come along, but what are some of the projects that are in the works now?
We are right now, one of the things that students have worked on, we found some original photographs from the different McWayne elementary schools. The original McWayne, which is no longer a standing building, and the McWayne Elementary School on Wilson Street, and obviously the new one. So we're looking at putting together kind of a chronological view of the different McWayne elementary schools and the history behind that.
Excellent. Well, is there anything else that you'd like to share with our viewers?
Well, the main thing is if people have in their possession or know locations of vintage photographs, and they don't need to be from the 1920s or early 20th century, they can be from any time if they think people would benefit from seeing them. To contact me at the school district, doug.drexler@bps101.net, and be happy to take things on loan from people and get digital copies up on our website.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for all the work you've already put into this and the team of people that you have working for you on this. This is a great piece of history for Batavia.
Well, we're very proud to do it. We're an educational organization, and that education doesn't just get limited to the students in the community. It's really a community asset.
Well, thank you again.
So, you're welcome.